In a stunning display of political acrobatics, President Donald Trump's one big, beautiful bill has managed to navigate the turbulent waters of the House of Representatives, inching closer to that glorious chamber-wide vote. Yes, folks, that's right. The bill has survived yet another hurdle, proving once again that in the world of politics, nothing is impossible when you have determination, a dash of luck, and a sprinkle of irony. But let's rewind a bit to the dramatic events of Friday morning. Picture it, four valiant House conservatives, armed with fiscal spreadsheets and righteous indignation, launched a rebellion that sent shockwaves through the House. The plan to advance the bill was unceremoniously upended. Lawmakers found themselves summoned back to Washington like students called to detention, all for a late-night meeting that would decide the bill's fate. In a twist worthy of a political thriller, Speaker Mike Johnson made a surprise cameo in the committee room just before the vote. With the flair of a seasoned magician, he hinted at minor modifications to the final bill before vanishing into a back room with the four GOP rebels. One can only imagine the spirited discussions that ensued. Yet despite the theatrics, Johnson remained confident. "Every Republican member will give a vote that allows us to proceed forward," he declared, exuding the kind of optimism usually reserved for lottery winners and people with Wi-Fi on airplanes. It's this unwavering faith that seems to be the secret sauce of the Trump administration. The conservative quartet, known for their fiscal hawkishness, initially blocked the bill, demanding assurances that stricter measures on Medicaid and green energy subsidies would make it into the final draft. But come Sunday night, they voted present, nudging the discussions forward after receiving the coveted assurances from House GOP leaders. It goes to show that in politics, as in life, sometimes all you need is a little reassurance, and perhaps a strongly worded letter. Now, advancing the bill through the House Budget Committee might sound like a bureaucratic snooze fest, but make no mistake, it's a crucial step. And let's not forget the looming presence of the House Rules Committee, the final gatekeeper before the bill faces the full House. Here, amendments will be introduced with the finesse of a reality TV plot twist. Among the key players are Reps Chip Roy and Ralph Norman, who have elevated fiscal hawkery to an art form. Roy triumphantly announced that the bill lays the foundation for much-needed tax relief, border security, and important spending reductions. His words painted a picture of a utopia where work requirements for Medicaid are akin to motivational speeches and green energy subsidies are dismissed as nothing more than a green new scam. Norman echoed these sentiments, assuring Fox News Digital that the agreements had been sealed in writing. Because, as we all know, nothing says trust like a piece of paper signed by politicians. And let's not forget the grand strategy at play here. The Republicans are harnessing the budget reconciliation process, a political loophole that allows the majority party to sail vast pieces of legislation through Congress while gleefully sidelining the minority. It's a bit like a high-stakes game of Monopoly where the rules are rewritten mid-game. But as with any good drama, tension abounds. Conservatives are squaring off against moderates over Medicaid crackdowns, with the latter arguing for a gentler approach to avoid scaring off voters in high-cost-of-living areas. Meanwhile, the battle over green energy tax subsidies rages on, with conservatives eager to dismantle remnants of the Biden administration's Inflation Reduction Act. It's a classic tale of ideological clashes, complete with heated debates and the occasional awkward silence. And let's not overlook the existential crisis gripping Republicans in districts that benefited from SALT deductions. To them, these deductions are as vital as air, and they argue fervently for larger caps, much to the chagrin of red state Republicans who dismiss them as unnecessary subsidies. Even as the bill inches closer to a House vote, the saga is far from over. Republican senators have already hinted at potential changes, because why settle for a smooth legislative process when you can add a few more plot twists? Speaker Johnson, in an attempt to maintain some semblance of order, assured that House and Senate leaders were in close coordination. It's a bit like herding cats, but with more paperwork. As we await the final act of this legislative drama, one thing is clear. The road to passing this big, beautiful bill is paved with intrigue, suspense, and no small amount of irony. And as the 4th of July deadline looms, will the Republicans manage to deliver this legislative masterpiece to President Trump's desk? Only time will tell, But one thing is for sure, you won't want to miss any of the action. Before we wrap up, a quick reminder to our beloved viewers. If you've enjoyed this satirical stroll through the halls of power, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hit that like button if you've ever been amused by political antics, and leave us a comment with your thoughts on the bill. Do you think the Republicans will pull it off, or are we in for more political gymnastics? We'd love to hear your opinion. Until next time, stay sharp and keep questioning the world around you.